major spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. He's going to run it. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use the speed going sideways. Defense took everything away. The good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. Wide open downfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's Helms.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
The Sooners are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Second down, they'll go to the air. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35. What a move to get home for the sack. When the Irish get to the quarterback, sometimes you think Rudy, but this time you think a dude.
A dude. And listen, the more guys you get like this that can put his hand in the dirt and go get the quarterback, the easier it becomes to call defense. That guy is...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
Splits the uprights. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Direct snap. Good, solid run on that one as he gets... to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Let's go! Let's go! To the ground with the back. He's in open space downfield. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Man, I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell the QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set.
And it's picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Finding open areas. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And he's going to bring this one out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
to pass on second down. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got it in the middle. It's Robinson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Sooners hit it quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
The play action fake. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Snagged in the middle, it's Wheeler. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown. shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Toss to the outside. They stop him after a 6-yard run out through the 24.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll go with a direct snap. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
The defense blows up the ISO play by getting penetration right up the middle, and that forces the negative play.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Looking for a push on 4th down. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. Into the end zone unimpeded, except for that piece of laundry on the field. This might be coming back. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Miami has the lead right now, but even here in the cradle of coaches, you just never know. This has been a tight one inside Yager Stadium.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. From the wide receiver. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. throws to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
And the Sooners decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Ncaa. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Sends it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Looking for a huge play. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got room on the return. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
To the air, it's Ncaa. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Sooners will line up to kick off and start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Slings it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. Motion from the wideout. Off play action on 1st down. Looking left. He's got it. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Sooners want to move quickly. Another big play for this Sooner receiver, dare I say, Hollywood-esque.
Hollywood is right, and that's one guy that comes to mind, by the way. But this offense, it just does what it does. No matter the name, no matter the coach, whoever it is, it's going to be high-flying, it's going to be fast-paced, and it's going to be really good.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That's caught. It's Thomas. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He's already put 3 on the board earlier, this time a 38-yard try. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They think there's room to run to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Ncaa. Here comes the heat. That's reeled in, it's Williams. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Got it in the middle, it's Strong. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. The give to the back. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them.
Oklahoma 13.
After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw. It's Ncaa. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This field goal try to make it a 3-score game late. And the try is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, the lead's still at 15.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink when you knock it off the crossbar. Those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
Good timing on the quick out. And they're able to get him on the ground. The Sooners in the hurry up. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And they're not on the same page there.
Normally, I would say, 4th and short on your own side of the field, you punt the ball away, but we're in the 4th quarter, and they need to keep this drive going to win. I say go for it.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Got a wide open receiver. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
Well, you're down 2 possessions. The defense knows you're going to take shots, so it's not going to be easy. But how about that explosive play and a 50-50 ball? Guy comes...
Lets it fly deep downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
They just keep firing. Catch in the middle. It's Ferguson. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Sooners had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carry.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. The give and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He might want another play. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Inside the 10-yard line and shoved out of bounds at the 9.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Find some fresh air. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left, but man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
The toss sweep to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking to throw, it's Ncaa. Fires to the wideout. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Snags it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And another big play by this offense. And if they are playing, not thinking about the scoreboard at all, there's evidence of it right there.
Hey, if there's time on the clock, as a defense, stop us. Because we're not stopping ourselves. We're going to continue being aggressive. We're going to continue trying to score points. That's the aggressive nature of this football team.
Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. This is a big 3rd down. If they can move the chains, they can just about salt this game away. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just
got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the stomping has commenced. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
this one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll try the run. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in